Hello, today I'm going to tell about my book World War Z, written by Max Brooks.
Right, I'll tell you what, you fat little cunt. Go and fuck yourself.
From the moment I heard that we needed to read the book about social teams, I knew instantly what book I wanted to read. Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is one of the best movies ever made, with its beautiful visual effects and stunning action. I want to know if the book was as good as the movie, and with the famous quote,
"Life finds a way."
I knew that this book had an important social theme, climate change. I asked if I could read the book and it was denied. So I chose World War Z. And why? There was also a movie made about this book. This is totally different from the book. The real reason I chose the book is because a year ago I watched a YouTube video about this book that explained the lore. And I found it really interesting, and this is the reason I chose the book.
They're remaking Indiana Jones without Harrison Ford, and now they're making Ghostbusters with only women.
In this book there is the main character, because the book is written like a history book. In the book there are a lot of people getting interviewed about the war against zombies. And throughout the book you learn about the social themes of this book, the cost of war. I will read the page where you can see the cost of war. And that is when the line collapsed. I don't remember it all at once. I see the flashes, people running, grunts, reporters. I remember a newsman with a big Yosemite Sam mustache trying to pull a Beretta from his vest before 3 running G's pulled him down. I remember a dude forcing open the door of a news van, jumping in, drawing out a pretty blonde reporter, and trying to drive away from a tank crushed them both. 2 news choppers crashed together, showering us with their own steel rain. One comedy driver, brave, beautiful motherfucker, tried to turn his rotor into the coming G's. The blade diced the pad right down the mast before catching on the car and hurling him into the AMP shooting. Crazy random shooting. Ik took a round in the sternum, in my armor's center plate. It felt like I ran into a wall even though I had been standing still. I couldn't breathe, and just then some dumb ass lobbed a flashbang right in front of me. You read that there's a lot of death in war and that there's a lot of panic. Because there's the main character in the book, you don't get a character who learns something throughout the book. But as a reader, you learn that the cost of war is big, and that war isn't good for humans.
What else is very manly that women don't understand?
Cheeseburgers.
Luckily, we don't live in a country that is in a war, but I am still confronted with the cost of war. You see daily on the news the amount of people that died in Ukraine or Israel. And on social media, you see a lot of opinions about different wars. You also have demonstrations against wars, and a lot more of different things that show the cost of war. So every day I am confronted with the cost of war.
You sent me a message first, yeah? I live in Smethwick, Birmingham. If you want the fucking brawl, come down Smethwick Hospitality. I'll come out of the house and I'll break your fucking legs.
I hope that a lot of people become more aware about the cost of war. On the news, you see only the numbers of how many people died, and that always seems like a few people died. But if you are really confronted with the cost of war, 10 people are already a lot. And so imagine it was 100 people. You will become crazy. So I hope that a lot more people will give loud opinions and maybe will go demonstrate against wars. But I don't want people to destroy things. I want them to demonstrate calmly and don't bother anyone. Because if you do, a lot more people will get irritated about those demonstrations, like so at Extinction Rebellion, where a lot of people got very angry because they blocked the highway. But the biggest thing everyone wants to see is that all wars stop. This is of course very unlikely to happen, but we can always hope that it one day will come true.
Dag vriendjes, dag vriendinnetjes, dat was het dan ook.